Tonight we're continuing our weekly reports on the history of our TV stations.
Brought to you by Ashley and Kuzma Physical Therapy.
And tonight we're continuing our weekly reports on the history of our TV stations. WICU celebrating 75 years, WSEE 70 years, respectively. Over all those years, the technology we use to bring you the news has changed dramatically. Lisa Adams has more.
Operating on Channel 12.
From news stories captured on film back in the day to tiny digital SD cards, how we get the news from the field to your home or device is constantly changing. Assistant News Director Adam Snow has seen 30 years of those changes as studio cameras got smaller, now operated remotely, and video cameras and record decks took over from film and got smaller and smaller.
Then you got into your 3/4 inch decks where you'd have a camera on your shoulder and a cable attached to a big deck you'd lug around and record on that. And then after that disappeared, you get into smaller tapes, kind of like your 80s camcorders and such. From tapes, we've moved down to SD cards and hard drive cards that are much easier, that we can just plug right into our computers, download the information, and edit it right away to get it on the air.
And that applies not just to news gathering, but broadcasting news live. That's shifted from live trucks with tall masts and microwave transmission.
And you'd have to look, make sure you're not close to any power lines, trees, anything else. So sometimes you could be a good block or more away from where you wanted to be live because of safety.
To the small backpacks you see us using out in the field today.
Nowadays, it's just a backpack, which has cell phone cards in it, where you just turn it on, go. And it's a beautiful thing. One cable hookup and you're set.
It's not only that the technology to cover news has gotten smaller and smaller, it's that it's more immediate. When I started, this is a story that I covered about parasailing on film from my personal archives. It took a long time to process film through the film chain, then to cut and splice it. That's very different from how things work today.
The technology has gotten so much better and so much faster for us to get that product to the air.
Lisa Adams, Erie News Now.
And Adam added that although citizen journalists have some of the same technology we do, they share much on social media, it's important to get your news from a trusted news source like Erie News Now. We'll be right back.